trying to figure out how to word this to where it make it seem like I'm not complaining. For like the past month, I've been stressing about a lot of shit. You know, trying to figure out where to work, what to do. You know, doesn't help that the unemployment has fucked me. The food stamp place, the whatever the fuck it is, the food stamp place. I guess they're pretty much almost screwing me. Trying to find a job. You know, it's not like I haven't been trying. Because I really do want to work. You know. And I've been trying all these places. From here to the surrounding towns that I live in. Or, no wait, that didn't make sense. Where I live at. And then the towns around me. You know, I've been putting in applications, I'm in calling, I'm in doing everything I possibly can, you know, and it's not just one call. I'm calling up there like, I don't know, 3-4 times a week, you know, and it's just getting to the point where, I don't know, I'm falling into the same rut every time I lose my job. I go back to another place, and they're only seasonal, so, you know, I'm not going to be there for that long. You know, well, once I get let go from there, I got to go find another job. And before you guys start saying, well, dude, just take any job, you know, it's not that simple, you know, because there's people there that can live off of $8 an hour. I can't. You know, I got bills, I got a kid, you know, I got shit like that to take care of. I got rent, I got to do all this shit, and it doesn't add up to no $800-900 a month, you know, which how much I'm getting from these $8 an hour jobs. You know, minimum wage just isn't cutting it. You know, I need a job that's like, what, $9.75 and up, $10 an hour, $12 an hour, something. I mean, shit. You know, and I can't do it. I can't go to these jobs that's paying $8 an hour and expect to make something of myself, you know. I know the whole little concept, you know, you start from the bottom and then you work your way up, but I mean, shit, why the hell should I have to be a cook for 6 years just to get $1 raise? You know, just to get bumped up to, I don't know, head cook or some shit. And that's like $1 more. It's not worth it. It's not my time to be wasting on that shit. When, in the end, and in the long run, I'm going to be losing. You know? I make $8 an hour, $7.75, whatever the pay is, you know. The low scale pay rate of these jobs, I can't pay for all my bills, even just the bills in general, not buying anything extra. You know, food stamps, that can only last me for so long. You know, even cutting down, you know, on my spendings on food. You know, it's still not going to be enough. I still got to dip into my account. And any little thing that's coming out, making $8 an hour, that's something on my bill that I can't pay. You know, I can't do it. I absolutely cannot do it. And I've been looking online for a lot of these other jobs, you know, just to see what's out there, see what I can get, you know, change up my whole thing so I don't have to work fast food, so I don't have to keep going back to factories, you know, making that pay, dealing with that shit. You know, working there for 6 years and still in that same position, same pay, you know, and then you got someone else that comes in, doesn't know shit about the job, full time within, what, a couple days, a month? I mean, come on, man, for real, you know. Or you got someone that's late, that stays high on the job, that slacks off on the job, And yet that person gets promoted, which makes no sense on how somebody can get that lucky to be doing that, to get where they're at. And I'm working there for 6+ years, and I get the minimum pay that they pay, you know, that they give, whatever the fuck it is, whatever the fuck you want to say. I get paid from that. I get paid the minimum pay that the temp place pays. Fuck. I can't say it's not fair. I can't say they're playing favorites, because it's most likely they're playing favorites. They're doing something to get themselves bumped up. And if they're not working that hard, and they're getting bumped up, you know, you guys hear that? Shit. These people aren't doing a whole lot of shit at all. They're running these places and not knowing what they're doing at all. And yet they're ahead of me, and I know every single job, all these positions. And yet I gotta listen to what they say, because they're the one that's promoted up higher than me, but they don't know shit. And I know every single thing that they're supposed to know. And yet I'm at the bottom, and I'm over here struggling while they're over there making bank. You know, like I said, I don't want to make this sound like I'm complaining. I'm just pissed off. I'm trying not to scream so loud, you know, but I'm pissed that somebody can just slack off and do so good, you know. But if I slack off, that's just putting more pressure on me. You know, it's getting more, I'm getting more responsibilities that's just thrown on top. You know, compared to me normally that would do it without being told to. You know, I do it. I know how to do it. I know what I'm doing. I don't get no gratification of that type of work. You know, I think the only one that actually tried to help me was the last person that I worked for. You know, I'm not throwing any names, not throwing any companies. He actually got me into a better position, which is only like $1 more. I lied. It's probably like 40 cents more, 50 cents more, whatever the fuck it is. You know, almost $1 more. But me going there, I get sick, and then I get let go. Come on now. I work my ass off trying to get something good, and yet I can't do it. Doesn't matter how hard I try to save money, there's always something that comes up to where that money that I save, I have to spend it. Just like the last video that I had about my tire. I had money saved. And yet that shit happens, and I spent all that money to go do that. Now I'm broke. And yet these people out here are being completely reckless with all of their shit and lazy. And yet they can afford all of that. They can afford anything and everything that they want just by being lazy. But somebody that works hard, they're over here struggling, trying to just pay the bills. And that's where I'm at right now. You know, the only thing that can really save me right now is YouTube. You guys may think that, like, oh, dude, YouTube ain't gonna be shit. You know, by the time your videos actually get noticed, it's gonna be 5 years down the road and shit like that. I understand that it takes a lot of time, you know, to get paid to do what you want to do. But if you really want to do something, like, if you have a passion of doing something, that should be your main focus. And I've been working since I got out of school, you know, back in 08, almost 10 years now. You know, working, not working, looking for a job, all this shit. But the times that I do work, I work enough to pretty much, what almost feels like I have doubled my time at these places, you know. with my last job that I had, not saying no names, the amount of overtime that I picked up, that 1 year that I worked there, hell, I at least picked up an extra 2 years. You know, with working there, staying in that fucking factory, breathing in that shit, you know, and yet I'm over here without a job. And then you got these other lazy motherfuckers that are over there still working. They got a job. They got their shit straight. How the fuck you having your shit straight when you're buying pills, alcohol, weed, all this shit, and I don't spend that shit, and yet I'm fucking broke? Fuck you want? How the fuck is that possible? I don't understand it. I'm obviously doing something wrong. You know, I'm doing something wrong. Me working my ass off is pretty much the problem. Because honestly, last year when I was on unemployment, fuck, I had all my bills paid. Every single one of them. But yet, as soon as I come back to work, I'm almost $800 negative in my bank account. And I'm bringing in more than what I did for the unemployment, and yet I'm still broke. I'm in the negatives. How is that possible? How does that work? Working over 40 hours. I don't get it. I don't get it. So, like I said, I'm not complaining. I'm just pissed off. Hopefully someone's out there that can fucking help. You know, I'm about to just fucking go out there with the sign at Walmart. You know, or something. Or do that shit what that chick did on Tinder. She fucking making bank. You know. She's making money. Hell, I want to do YouTube. Stay at home. Safe in my own home and shit. You know. That's what I want to do. I want to be a YouTuber. I am going to be a YouTuber. I am a YouTuber. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to focus on. A little more. So,